What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what is, in my opinion, the best, most comfortable work boots that I've found over the past 15 years or so. Let's do this. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I don't usually do reviews, especially for clothing or work boots or anything like that. But since I've been in the industry for the past 15 years or so, I've needed to wear work boots, regardless whether it's construction, mining, working on the railways, warehousing, logistics, any industry that requires work boots. You're pretty much going to want something that's very, very comfortable, especially if you do long hours. If you're not comfortable, you're not going to be able to do those hours, and in return, you won't be able to get that money. So for me, it took me a long time to figure out what kind of boots were actually the most comfortable. It's pretty much trial and error most of the times. I buy a pair of boots, they might last me a month or two before I throw them away. I give them away. Sometimes I didn't even last that. I remember one of my first pairs of boots that I ever bought. I'm not going to say the brand. It was a big brand, and it was pretty expensive. It was over $200 that I paid for those boots, but within the first 2 days my toes were swollen. My toes were rubbing up against the steel cap inside the boot, and they were extremely uncomfortable. And working on the railway at that point, I needed something that was 100% comfortable and safe to be able to work around in. So these are the boots that I found here. I'll open these ones here up, share with you guys, and I also had a quick look for those of you that don't live in Australia or New Zealand. They are actually available overseas. So what we've got here is a pair of boots from Oliver's. Now, if you haven't heard of Oliver's, as far as I know, they started off in Australia, or yeah, pretty sure in Australia. They branched out to New Zealand, and then they were bought out by Honeywell. So I looked into Honeywell. Honeywell is available pretty much worldwide, I think. So they're available in Europe, in America, I'm pretty sure it was Europe, Canada as well. So they do hit most of the market out there. And these are the pair of boots that I've found. Now, these ones here are the Oliver 45 something Z. I'll put it down the bottom. The difference between these ones here and the other ones, which are the standard ones, they've actually got a huge range. So if you're looking for something specific, you'll be able to find it in this range. I'll give you guys a quick story as to why I even looked at these boots in the first place. You can stare at the boots while I'm talking. I remember the first time I actually went around, I started buying lots of different pairs of boots. I was throwing them out. They weren't comfortable. I wasn't able to work long hours. You'd get back pain. You'd get pain in the arches of your feet, or you'd get pain in the toes if they're really tight in there, or the steel cap rubs up against your toes. Sometimes they don't give you that support or the comfort up on top. The laces would come undone. There was a list of things that I had to run through, buying different pairs of boots all the time. So these ones here, when I did find these ones here, the reason why, and I'm not sure if they still do it, I don't think they do say it anymore. Yeah, they do. So this little tag right here was a selling point for me when I first started. Hopefully that'll focus for you guys. It's pretty much a 30-day comfort guarantee. So that means if you buy the pair of boots, they're not comfortable, you can return them within 30 days and get your money back. Now for me, that was the biggest selling point. I got sick of buying boots, throwing them out because they weren't comfortable. These ones here, I thought I'll try it out. Worst case scenario, I'll return them if they're not comfortable. So these ones here were the absolute most comfortable boots out there that I've ever used. Not sure if you guys have the same issue, but I like to be able to wriggle my feet in the shoe itself. So I like that extra space, that extra comfort, and Oliver's, they have a wide form down the bottom here so your toes can actually wriggle around. So for me, that was a huge benefit. Especially when you're walking on ballast all day, you don't want your toes really scrunched up and walking over all that unstable surface. If you're not sure what ballast is, it's the rocks that sits on the railway to help support it. It's basically the foundation for the tracks. Now with these boots here, I bought them and I fell in love with them. I used to buy the ones that didn't come with a zipper. So these ones here have got a zip down the side. The ones I used to buy were the AT55s. Okay, so that was the range that I used to buy them in previously. They were exactly the same as this, except there was steel caps on the front, which I'll get into in a second, and they didn't have zippers down the side. So I used to buy ones that had steel caps, no problem, wore them for maybe about 3 years, 4 years before I thought I'd give it a go and try the ones with the zippers. I was a bit concerned about the zippers. Number one, I was worried that water's going to get in there. Number two, I thought it's going to be a pain to actually unzip the zipper all the time, up and down, and get my feet out. I thought it was actually going to be harder. And number three, I thought the zipper wouldn't last. That's the honest truth. Because we work in construction or anything outdoors, these ones are good even for warehousing, logistics, anything indoors as well. So for me, I was concerned that the zipper wasn't going to last. I was definitely wrong. I used to get mud all throughout the zipper, and I also used to walk in water with them. They're not 100% waterproof. I think they're water resistant, but all in all, the zippers work 100% perfect. I'm still wearing a pair now that's probably about a year old or so. I'll show you guys how well the zippers work. So I'll show you guys a close-up of these boots. They are one of the best looking boots out there. They're very similar to the Timberland kind of style. So we've got that tan leather kind of finish on it. We've got a little bump cap here on the front, which looks really, really nice. The coloring is actually pretty good. I'm not like a big fan of coloring, but at the end of the day, you want to wear something that looks nice and at the same time is very, very comfortable. So toe cap down the front, very nice and secure. This one here is no longer a steel cap. I've actually moved over to a composite cap, so it's non-metallic. That means you can wear these through the airport. You won't get beeped anywhere that you go through that they're scanning for metal objects. They're very, very lightweight now. They're very comfortable. They're a little bit rigid now because they're still brand new, but you guys can see just how much flex there is in this. We've got a bump cap on the back here, which is really comfortable. We've also got, some people like to slip on their shoes without undoing the zippers. So if you really needed to, you could put your finger in the back and pull your shoes up. I don't do that, to be honest. But these zippers are unbelievable. Let's see, brand new out of the box. These are really nice zippers. They're very, very heavy duty. I thought maybe the stitching would come undone at some point, something along the lines of that. But all in all, they are one of the best boots that I've ever bought, and that is the whole purpose of this video, guys. So maybe you guys are out there looking for boots and you're not sure what to get, you don't want to spend your money. These ones here, I think they retail somewhere between $180 to about $200 or $210, depending on where you buy them from. Everybody puts their markup on it, so it helps to do your shopping around. Now that's in Australian dollars, so don't freak out anybody that's overseas. You'll probably get it for half the price that we do. What was I saying? Yeah, with the markup. So all I did was I just basically shop around. I found a website online. It's called the Boot Warehouse, in case anybody lives in Australia. I don't get paid for anything. I don't get any sponsorship. There's nothing. I'm just helping you guys out as much as possible. So these boots here, I got them for $150. So if you do your shopping, online sales are the way to go these days. So very, very nice and comfortable. 30-day guarantee. They've got warranty on them. One of the best boots that I've ever bought, and they're very, very comfortable down the base here. I think they're anti-static as well, so they've got a lot of extra added features. If you've got something specific where you need like temperature resistant ones, or you need slip resistant, they actually make a whole range of different style of boots. This one here is a 6-inch ones. Like I said, I used to work on the railways, so I needed something with a lot more support around the ankle. These ones here are honestly pretty much across the board, they tick all the boxes. That's why I wanted to say that these are the best boots out there. That's because they tick the boxes in pretty much every category that I've needed, in every industry that I've needed. So guys, if you're interested, you're out there looking for, oh, they gave me a free pair of socks too, so I didn't even realize. Free pair of bamboo socks. So I've never used bamboo socks before, but I'll test them out later on. I'll show you guys my boots now that I'm wearing, so that you guys know roughly what it looks like a year down the track. I pretty much replace these every year. Once they become a bit too worn out and the coloring disappears on them, I start to replace them because of the soles. These inner soles here, they've got awesome, I'll pull it out. These inner soles here are extremely, extremely comfortable. You can buy replacement ones for them. Another reason why I like these ones here is because recently I've had to wear orthotics. So if you're not sure what orthotics are, they're little, basically what I pulled out, the inner sole in the shoe, but they help balance your feet and correct your arches. So I've had to wear these recently, and they also fit in the boots perfectly, and I've got still plenty of room to wriggle my toes. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with these shoes, and I just wanted to help you guys out, steer you in the right direction, stop wasting your money. If you're interested, get one of these pairs of boots here. Don't forget there's a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not comfortable with them. So if you're not comfortable, you didn't really lose anything at the end of the day. I'll take off my pair of boots now and I'll show you guys. My ones are pretty worn out now. So that is how much difference there is between the new and the old boot. You can see there the color's completely worn out. Probably about a year's worth of wear here. And to be honest, usually when, sorry, I know I talk a lot, but usually when you like a style of shoe I've got clown feet. I wear size 13 shoes, which is probably standard in America, but here in Australia, it's not as common. And usually when you buy a bigger pair of shoes, they look funny. These ones here, they look awesome in small size and in big size, but these ones here are my old boots, exactly the same ones, non-metallic. You can see that pretty much on the front. They take a good beating, these shoes, and they last a very, very long time. The zippers, like I said, they've got a little tongue here to prevent any water or anything from getting in. Up and down, might need to hold it. But you can see the zipper works perfectly 1 year down the track. My battery's about to go flat, be back in a second. So now I've got my battery replaced, guys. I'm going to wrap this up as quick as possible. Hopefully I haven't taken up too much of your time, if you're even still watching. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help you guys out. So learn from my mistakes. These boots here are very, very comfortable. The fact that they've got a 30-day guarantee pretty much just says, try it. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back. So you can't go wrong. Honeywell, I think, was the company that does it overseas. I bought these ones here from Totally Workwear. I'll put the link in the description and possibly somewhere down here. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm just trying to help people out. So I'm an average Joe on the other side of the world trying to help you guys out. If there's anything else you guys would like to learn or see, let me know in the comment section below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.